Craig Thompson, the Booze Hunter, with impromptu wine review. Now, this particular wine review is so impromptu that I haven't showered since my run and then swim at the beach, so I've attempted to manicure my hair. I hope it looks okay. Does it look okay? I do have an ego. Just want to check. Anyway, let's get on with it. I've been fortunate enough to make Pinot Noir on the Mornington Peninsula. I have friends in the Yarra Valley producing some incredible Pinot. There's great Pinot coming from Tasmania, the Macedon Ranges. However, when you look at the world stage, and for what that's worth, because in the end your taste buds, your mouth doesn't know that it's the world stage. Anyway, when the French talk about Pinot Noir, they talk about Burgundy. When the Americans talk about Pinot Noir, they also talk about Burgundy. They talk about their own sub-regions of California, Oregon. And then when it comes to the Southern Hemisphere, they also mention Central Otago. So today's wine is the 2014 Marta O, produced by Chard Farm in Central Otago. And Chard Farm had its first plantings in 1985, so it does have some history, and there's now 5 vineyards under management. This particular wine is a blend, from what I understand, of 2 of those vineyards, perhaps more, but I believe 2 of those vineyards. And Chard Farm regarded as their sort of signature wine, which to me reads house style. They've put the stake in the ground and said, look, we make incredible Pinot, and this is how we like to present them. So let's have a look at the wine, the 2014 Chard Farm Marta O. And once again, one I've prepared earlier, actually much earlier. Look, just amazing perfume to this wine. And I first opened it around an hour ago. At the time I was hit by violets. There's just intensity of violets, and then there's sort of piney resinous character, but that's really gone now after an hour. And it's just this amazing perfume of violets and with some dried herb. And then underlying all that, the fruits really come to the fore in the last hour, and it's this real crushed cherry fruit. Just an amazing freshness of, just like you've taken as many cherries as you can fit in your hand and you've crushed them and you're smelling it. Just this fresh crushed cherry. Quite amazing. You should be here. One thing I love about wines is paradoxical wines. So on the nose, I'm talking about all these aromatics, this lift, this freshness, and it's quite, I guess, it makes me think, oh, this is going to be a medium body, maybe even a lighter style of wine, yet this wine carries an incredible weight to it, and not with any heaviness. It's not been drawn down by its weight. It just has this incredible, it's got a mouth-filling sweetness to it, and a real density, a fresh density on the palate. It's, really quite stunning. And a really very neat tannin package leading on to some really solid length. An excellent wine that says to me, Craig, Booze Hunter, get back to Central Otago. And that I shall have to do. Peace, stay awesome, the Booze Hunter.